Welcome to the only daily research news video report, your research business daily report. Well, we're sponsored by Toluna, bringing people and brands together in the world's largest social voting community. We at RFL Communications are celebrating today. It is RBDR's second anniversary. After almost 60,000 views of 406 RBDR reports since the 6th of February 2012, plus an award from the Next Generation Market Research Group for RBDR's quote-unquote disruptive innovation, we're feeling pretty good about ourselves and we're looking forward to the future. And we'd like you to join in on the celebration today. So, as we kick off our third year, we're going to deliver a special gift to the 3 best and most serious posts about news content on today's RBDR. Now, let's be clear. We're not talking about a congratulatory message. We're talking about a comment about the news content that you see here today. And although our viewership has steadily grown over the 2 years, we're always looking for more. So, the 3 best ideas from those of you watching today on how to improve RBDR viewership will likewise receive gifts. Email those suggestions to rflbob@gmail.com before midnight tonight, and maybe you'll win. Moving on, one of the most oft-repeated stories of the past 2 years on RBDR has been the availability of good market research analyst positions in the world's recovering economies. And in fact, in India this very week, that country's Labor Department is pushing the idea of market research analyst jobs that are open and available to be filled. And the Labor Department is projecting that the number of research analyst jobs will grow by 41% into 2020. That's a mirror image of the market research analyst job prospects here in the United States. Next, we talked about second screen in conjunction with television viewing pretty regularly as of late. And yesterday, we just happened to bring up the issue in our talks with media research guru Bill Harvey. He had so many interesting things to tell us about the subject that we decided to immediately put it on tape. Here's that conversation. Bill, I know you're doing some work on second screen, and a lot of it is proprietary, but give me your overall impression about the importance of second screen with relationship to TV viewing.
The most amazing statistic comes out of the Symphony Advanced Media Panel, which shows that across all of prime time, on average, 28% in the average minute are actually doing second screen while they're viewing television. So that's an enormous percentage.
Is that a positive thing for TV or negative thing, or is it a mix?
It's a mix, and Symphony, for example, is trying to sort out how much of it is helpful versus hurtful to the attention given to the advertiser's TV commercial or the TV program. For example, they group it by activities so that anything like email or playing a game like Angry Birds or most Facebook activity is looked at as probably distractive, whereas activities that involve anything to do with the TV show itself are obviously very, very positive.
So it sounds to me as if the networks have to look at this fairly defensively.
Exactly. If it's not going to help them, it's going to hurt them. So they have to find a way to make it help them. And then the question is, how do you do that? And there's broad classes of second screen apps that you can use. Like one whole class is the social media stuff, GetGlue, Viggle, or special apps created for an individual TV show like Turner's been doing. And Jack Wachschlag has put out some great research on.
What does that research show?
It shows that when people are watching TV with the second screen, if there is an app for a show like Conan or a show where people could be interacting at long distance socially, as if they were in the same room watching the same show, but now they're not in the same room, they can be just as attentive, more attentive to the show and have higher commercial recall if it's done right. If there's a social media app that's geared for the program itself and that it doesn't always work, but when it does work, it actually is provable with the advertising effectiveness measures.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a couple of studies that purport to show that the percentage of the TV viewing population that is second screening is gradually growing. Do you find that to be true?
Definitely. I think you just quoted to me a couple of minutes ago in our private conversation, 46% have ever done this. And if 28% are doing it in the average minute, then there's a high consistency of usage among the core group that's doing it. Also, it's my gut feeling that this activity of second screen viewing is actually being increased by social media because people are talking about doing it to people who haven't done it yet. And so they get the idea to do it.
Okay. It almost sounds to me as if there is a potential for the networks buying some of these more important social media influencers in order to try to positively influence network viewing.
Yeah, you know, I had this great idea, but then I discovered that the networks were doing it already, that they are getting their own creative people to tweet about the show during the show. So, you know, it's the core group who have made the show who are doing a lot of the tweets, getting retweeted and so on. And so I thought it was a great idea, but I wasn't the only one to think of it.
Could have made a lot of money, Bill. Bill, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. And as usual, here's a reminder about how you can reach him. It's Bill at BillHarveyConsulting.com. That's your Research Business Daily Report, sponsored by Toluna, bringing people and brands together in the world's largest social voting community. Toluna helps the world's market researchers, insights professionals, and companies make clearer, better business decisions that drive better business results. So please check out Toluna.com for more. Have a great research day and the rest of your week. Good luck with what looks like another bone-chilling winter weekend, and we'll see you here on Monday. And don't forget about entering our contests.